everyone, it's Miss Carla. I hope you guys are doing well. This is Classics with Carla. We are still reading The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. We're almost done with this actually, which is kind of nuts. I felt like we just started this like a few days ago. But the next book we will be doing is Anne of Green Gables, I believe. So that's going to be very exciting. Yeah, I think it's Anne of Green Gables. So we are going to do chapter 17 and then chapter 18. I had to double check. And so in the last chapter or two, the Great Oz managed to grant the wishes of everyone but Dorothy's. And Dorothy's was to get back to Kansas. And eventually Oz found a way to get Dorothy to Kansas. But Oz also wanted to get on this balloon that they decided to try and go over the desert. But Oz accidentally left Dorothy behind. So now we're trying to figure out what's going on, how is Dorothy going to get to Kansas, and all that fun stuff. All right? So chapter 17, and there are 22 chapters in this book. So we are very close. So chapter 17, The Journey to the South. At first, Dorothy was very unhappy about missing her chance to return to Kansas. She cried a lot that first day. But when she thought it all over, she was glad she did not go up in a balloon, although she also felt sorry about losing Oz. The Scarecrow was now the ruler of the Emerald City, and although he was not a wizard, the people were all proud of him. They bragged that there was not another city in all the world ruled by a stuffed man. The morning after the balloon went up, the four travelers met in the throne room to talk matters over. The Scarecrow sat in the big throne, and the others sat in soft chairs beside him. "We are all very lucky," he said, "for this palace in the Emerald City belonged to us, and we can do just as we please. And I remember that a short time ago, I was up on a pole on a farmer's cornfield, and that now I am a ruler of this beautiful city. I am quite happy with what has happened to me." The Tin Man and the Lion expressed their satisfactions with the rewards Oz had granted them, and they too said they were content. Only Dorothy was still unhappy. She told her friends that although she loved them all very much, she still wanted to return home to Kansas. The Scarecrow decided to think. He thought so hard that the pins and needles began to stick out of his brain. "Why not call the winged monkeys and ask them to carry you over the desert?" "I never thought of that," said Dorothy. "I'll go get the golden cap." When she brought the cap into the throne room, she spoke the magic words, and soon the band of winged monkeys flew in the open window and stood beside her. "This is the second time you have called us," said the Monkey King. "What is your wish?" "I want you to fly with me to Kansas," said Dorothy. "That cannot be done," said the Monkey King. "We belong to this country alone, and we cannot leave it. There has never been a winged monkey in Kansas, and I suppose there will never be. We just do not belong there. We will be glad to serve you in any way we can, but we cannot cross the desert. Goodbye." The Monkey King bowed and then flew away through the window, followed by all his band. Dorothy was almost ready to cry. She was so disappointed. "I have wasted the charm of the golden cap for nothing," she said, "for the winged monkeys cannot help me." The Scarecrow began thinking again, and his head bulged so much that Dorothy was afraid it would burst. "Let's call in the soldier with the green beard and ask his advice," he said. When the soldier entered the throne room, the Scarecrow asked him if he knew how Dorothy might cross the desert. The soldier explained that he knew of no one except Oz who had ever crossed the desert. "Is there anyone who can help me?" asked Dorothy. The soldier thought for a minute. Ooh. Then he said, "Perhaps Glinda can help you. She is the good witch of the South, and she is the most powerful of all the witches and rules over the Quadlings. Besides, Her castle stands on the edge of the desert, so she may know a way to cross it. How can I get to her castle? Asked Dorothy. The road is straight to the south, he answered, but it's said to be very dangerous for travelers. When the soldier left, the Scarecrow said, it seems that in spite of the dangers, the best thing Dorothy can do is to travel to the land of the south and ask Glinda for help. This will be the only way Dorothy will ever get back to Kansas. The Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow thought for only a second, and then they all said they would go with Dorothy. The journey would be long and dangerous, and they could not let their friend go all by themselves. Dorothy thanked them all, and they decided to return to their rooms and get ready for the long journey, which would begin at sunrise the next morning. So, hopefully, Glinda will be able to help them. I think she will. I hope so. All right, guys. It was nice reading the book to you, and I will see you later.